apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It's very true with Angel Reese's mom. Now, I don't like to go after people's parents unless they become a story of the sport. In this case, she's part of the story.
Angel Reese's mom just went off, and no, it wasn't about a foul call. After Caitlin Clark lit up the TV ratings like a scoreboard, Mama Ree took to social media with the intensity of a full-court press. And let's just say, it wasn't exactly a warm post-game handshake. Is this sportsmanship gone sour, or just raw emotion dressed up as glittery grudge? Buckle up, because when your daughter's rival becomes the queen of the spotlight, things can get real fast. Let's unpack this courtside drama like never before.
My goodness! This news will probably leave Angel Reese's mom in shambles at this point. Of course, she's upset.
Angel Reese's mom was not having it, and by not having it, we mean she launched into Olympic-level mental gymnastics trying to argue that her daughter was the true queen of TV ratings. Meanwhile, the numbers told a different story. Caitlin Clark was dunking all over the Nielsen charts like she had a personal vendetta against every barista who ever misspelled her name. Clad in an unofficial crown of LSU gear and gripping a "my daughter is better than yours" tote bag, Mama Reese reportedly demanded an audience with the powers that be, at ESPN, the NCAA, and maybe even the Milky Way.
Caitlin Clark, had almost 15,000 people in that arena, basically sold out at Carver. And she tweeted this.
Oh, that certain fan base looking in the stands celebrating attendance, while others are looking up in the rafters celebrating championships, banners. We ain't the same. Different year, same haters. Have a great day. Well, aren't you the same hater of Caitlin Clark, living off her coattails?
I find this highly unnecessary. It sounds like hateration to me. And this is what I mean by insecurities. Insecurity is loud, confidence is cool.
Clearly, the only reason Angel Reese's preseason game didn't pull in the viewers was, according to her mom, some kind of deep state, Illuminati-adjacent plot against Baton Rouge royalty. Meanwhile, the rest of America? They just blinked, shrugged, and mumbled, "Wait, LSU's playing who again?" before flipping the channel to watch Caitlin Clark casually make defenders question their life choices in real time. It wasn't even close. Comparing the buzz was like stacking a sparkler against the Super Bowl's grand finale. And Reese's mom? She stormed onto social media like she was launching a full-blown revolution, only to find the crowd had already left to watch Clark drain threes from distances NASA might want to.
She made a couple of comments a couple of days ago about people literally covering statistical data involving attendance. That's a problem. That's hate. We aren't the same. Okay, I don't know what to...
If we're handing out participation trophies for hype, Angel Reese would have needed an entire second trophy case just for the preseason. ESPN could have broadcast her warm-up stretches live on a Times Square Jumbotron, and her mom still might have accused Caitlin Clark of tampering with the lighting. There's delusion. And then there's "how dare you not worship my daughter" after she just airballed her fourth straight jumper energy.
Clark say something about Angel Reese's mom or anything Angel Reese related? Absolutely not. Why don't you just mind your own business and continue playing basketball and support your daughter, right? That's what you're supposed to do as a mother. Support your daughter and hope she does well in this league, right? Because you don't hear Caitlin Clark going after her, why is she at the Met Gala? It's really unnecessary and very petty of her, especially a grown-ass woman. But now I realize why Angel Reese the way she is. Because it's her.
Let's rewind to the preseason game in question, an event so underwhelming, even the popcorn vendors were dozing off between quarters. The crowd? Mostly players' families, a handful of loyal friends, and one deeply confused guy who thought he'd wandered into a G League tryout. The energy was so flat, you could have balanced a water bottle midcourt and sparked a viral TikTok challenge. But don't tell that to Angel Reese's mom. To her, this wasn't just a game, it was the Super Bowl, the Oscars, and the Beyoncé Renaissance tour rolled into one. And how dare America not treat it like the cultural event of the century?
This was a preseason WNBA game. Do you understand what I mean? A preseason WNBA game. By the way, why the hell is the Paige Beckers and Angel Reese ratings from Ion Network Friday Why are they MIA?
Welcome to Reese World, a magical realm where every fumbled ball gets a standing ovation, and missed layups are just part of some master plan the rest of us are too basic to understand. In this alternate universe, disappointing ratings don't exist, only misunderstood greatness. So when the actual numbers dropped and it turned out more people tuned into a rerun of Antiques Roadshow, Reese's mom grabbed her metaphorical cape and launched a full-scale PR rescue mission. And by PR, we mean a flurry of Instagram stories, cryptic tweets, and passive-aggressive gems like, "Real queens don't need ratings to prove their worth," which is adorable if you ignore the fact that Caitlin Clark has been setting every broadcast on fire like she's trying out for a lead role in Game of Thrones. She's not just playing basketball, she's performing sorcery. The only things missing are a wand and a sorting hat. Meanwhile, Angel Reese was out here redefining the word mid. But don't worry, her mom had theories. Oh, did she have theories? It wasn't that people were watching Clark because she's electrifying, absurdly skilled, and occasionally defies the laws of physics. No, it had to be a conspiracy. Maybe the cameras were blurry during Reese's game. Maybe the satellites were down. Maybe America just forgot how great
This pettiness, this insecurity, this bravado, this inflated ego. It stems from the mom, man. It was unnecessary dig. Like, okay, you're still living off of college. The national title is literally 2 years ago with LSU. We're going on year 3 in a couple months. Why are you still living off that? How about you tell your daughter to work on her jump shot, stop missing layups? She missed a layup in the last preseason game on a fast break.